I made a review about the 1954 original Godzilla movie. Then I made a review about Shin Godzilla. Now I'm gonna make a video about Godzilla 2014, the start of what we call now the MonsterVerse, and with the next movie being Godzilla and Kong, not Godzilla versus Kong, or as some people like to call it, Godzilla versus Kong 2. Yeah, but anyways, Godzilla 2014, in my opinion, is a good start to the MonsterVerse, and there is a lot to enjoy. The acting is great, the monster action is amazing. The every minute, every single time there was something going on, I just kept my eyes peeled to the screen. In my opinion, an 8 out of 10 in my books. But there is something that really gives me a really bad itch in my throat, if you want to say that. That this film, the one thing it lacks, in my opinion, it's not monster action. It doesn't lack any emotion. It doesn't lack any cool action scenes. What it does lack is Godzilla. Now, for a movie called Godzilla, you expect to see a lot of Godzilla, right? No. Well, yes, but actually no. But only in the last 30 minutes of the movie you get to actually see Godzilla, or the last hour. But this is a 2 hour and 30-minute movie, and Godzilla only appears in the last hour of it. So yeah, this movie is kind of a stretch for you to watch, and the human scenes can drag out for a bit too long, I say. And also remember the whole advertising for the movie was just Bryan Cranston, or as people today like to call Walter White. Or Bryan Cranston, is supposed to be the main character of it, and in the movie it shows, but then he's not the main character. His son is the main character, and then he marries Elizabeth, and then he has a wife as Elizabeth Olsen with goddamn, and then Bryan Cranston dies 45 minutes into the movie, and rib bozo. But anyways, yeah. And then the movie doesn't pay attention to the movie, which is one of my biggest gripes with the MonsterVerse. That you get introduced these characters, and then they literally don't appear in the next movie. For example, in this, it's all about Bryan Cranston's kid, and then as an adult now, and is in the army. But then the next movie, Kong Skull Island, what do you know? It's about Samuel L. Jackson now. But I mean, I get it. It's from a different time period. But you're like, okay, what about Godzilla King of the Monsters? It's a sequel to Godzilla. No, it's actually about this dumbass woman living. This dumbass woman saying, I work with these people because the world needs stability. And then she literally freaking dies and is like, I accept my fate, Godzilla. I become the one thing I've sworn to destroy. And Kyle Chandler's family is in Godzilla versus Kong, but that's a different story. But anyways. But anyways. Another gripe with my movies is that usually I don't try to have my negatives be, oh, the human scenes are boring. The heck did Devil Dinosaur go? Yeah, I'm trying my best not to say, oh, the human scenes are the worst, but in this one they really drag out for so long, so you need to have some patience. And one thing that I like about this movie is that Dr. Serizawa in this movie, not Serizawa in the last movie, no, wants to, it says that he was there during the initial when Godzilla initially arose in 1954. So, yeah, nice reference to the classics, yes. And the MUTOs. What do you think about the MUTOs? Their love story is a whole different story. So, it was love that could never be bonded. All thanks to Giant Lizard. And this movie taught me how to kiss women the right way. So, yay! But yeah, anyways, this movie, in my opinion, is a great start to the MonsterVerse. But the one thing that I just don't like is that, you barely get to see Godzilla. The human scenes are really flat, really flat and emotionless. There's no impact on it. The action scenes are great, but it seems like the one thing it was lacking in the movie. I mean, sure, I know that they're trying their best not to show that much of Godzilla because they want us to care about the humans more than the title character, but at least have an advantage. Make us care about these characters, So anyways, yeah, like I said, 8 out of 10 this movie. That's the only gripe I have with the movie. I still love watching it, but my only negative thought about this movie is it's get it on, get on with it, Also, Bryan Cranston, why? I mean, I know why they chose him because, I mean, without having the Walter White persona, he does kind of look like your average, how to say, conspiracy theorist. So yeah, anyways, that's just my opinion about Godzilla 2014. Like, do you have any other reasons not liking the movie or like reasons for liking the movie? I don't know. That's just my gripe with it. See you soon.